said yesterday hangs by the door. I sweep up the dust that we kicked from the floor. A half-empty cup where the coffee turned cold. These are the seasons that no one can hold. Small little details I keep in my head, the way that your pillow still dented the bed, a coat left behind on the back of the chair, a trace of your sweater still caught in the air. 2 tickets crumpled inside of a tin, a clock on the mantle that fails to begin, the tear in the curtain you patched with a thread, the silence that lingers instead of what's said. Small little details I keep in my head, the way that your pillow still dented the bed, a coat left behind on the back of the chair, a trace of your sweater still caught in the air. The calendar pages fall down to the floor. I look at the shadow that waits by the door. The years keep on turning, the river runs deep, and promises made are too heavy to keep. Small little details I keep in my head, the way that your pillow still dented the bed, a coat left behind on the back of the chair, the trace of your sweater still caught in the air. A shadow on the wall, footsteps in the hall, nothing left at all. Ten on the dial when the grandfather clock starts to chime. Silver-rimmed glasses slide down to the tip of my nose. Decades have vanished since you kissed me goodbye at the door. Now I just sit here and count how the wallpaper fades. Someday I will hold your hand across a crowded room, waiting where the old pavilion meets the autumn tide. We will laugh about the years we spent apart so long. Time will finally forgive the distance in our pride. Pictures in leather look yellow and brittle with age. Tea in the porcelain cup has grown lukewarm and gray. Someday my fingers will trace every line on your palm, far from the silence that kept us from speaking our minds. Someday I will hold your hand across a crowded room, waiting where the old pavilion meets the autumn tide. We will laugh about the years we spent apart so long. Time will finally forgive the distance in our pride. Heavy wool blankets are folded neatly on the chair, waiting for twilight to bring back the sound of your key. Even if decades must pass like a breath in the cold, I am certain you are saving that last dance for me. Someday I will hold your hand across a crowded room, waiting where the old pavilion meets the autumn tide. We will laugh about the years we spent apart so long. Time will finally forgive the distance in our pride. 10 minutes left until the lamp goes out. I will close my eyes and see you standing there, waiting for tomorrow when the waiting ends. Frayed velvet drapes catch the afternoon light, where your jacket hung through the chill of the night. Dust motes are dancing in grooves of the floor, opening up what I felt long before. Years tumble down like a reel on the screen, showing the places we used to have been. Time has no pity for promises made, watching the colors of summertime fade. Fading Polaroids curl at the edge, captured right there by the windowsill ledge. Shadows grow long as the evening descends, tracing the map where our history ends. Years tumble down like a reel on the screen, showing the places we used to have been. Time has no pity for promises made, watching the colors of summertime fade. Holding the space where your laughter once grew, quietly losing my grip on the cue. Seasons revolve and the leaves have to fall, leaving me here with your voice in the hall. Years tumble down like a reel on the screen, showing the places we used to have been. Time has no pity for promises made, watching the colors of summertime fade. summertime fade. Frayed velvet buttons pull against my palm. Your autumn coat keeps such a heavy calm. A dusty gramophone begins to spin. Where did the ending start? Where did it begin? Stitched inside the lining of a vanished year, every thread remembers how you used to disappear. Paper photographs are fading on the cedar chest. I still wear the jacket of your second best. Hooks are tarnished in the hallway gloom. A lingering shadow fills the empty room. The floorboards creak beneath my hesitant tread, replaying every careless thing you said. Stitched inside the lining of a vanished year, every thread remembers how you used to disappear. Paper photographs are fading on the cedar chest. I still wear the jacket of your second best. Torn pockets carry pebbles from that riverbank. Water rises higher in the wooden tank. Time measures sorrow in the shrinking light, folding your absence softly for the night. Stitched inside the lining of a vanished year, every thread remembers how you used to disappear. Paper photographs are fading on the cedar chest. I still wear the jacket of your second best. Velvet buttons in the drawer. You do not wear this coat no more, leaving me beside the door. While I sit in the dark where we used to talk, 30 years have dissolved like the dust on the floor since your coat stopped hanging behind our back door. Silver threads catch the light of the hall as your shadow still dances in time on the wall. Time keeps running though my heart has stayed still, waiting for you by the old windowsill. fading photographs, yellow and curled in the drawer, while I wonder if time will bring back what was stored. Silver threads catch the light of the hall as your shadow still dances in time on the wall. Time keeps running though my heart has stayed still, waiting for you by the old windowsill. Every tick of the pendulum sounds like your name. Though the world has grown different, my longing's the same. If tomorrow you knocked, I would open wide and forget all the decades that drifted outside. Silver threads catch the light of the hall as your shadow still dances in time on the wall. Time keeps running though my heart has stayed still, waiting for you by the old windowsill. Just the clock on the shelf, counting hours by myself. 3:15. A chipped porcelain saucer holds my tea, staring at the wall where you used to be. Decades slip away like worn out shoes, leaving me with nothing left to lose. Copper clock ticking loud in the empty hall, shadows stretch long against the floral wall. I still brew 2 cups every afternoon, waiting for a ghost beneath the moon. Dust settles softly on the radio dial, trying to remember your familiar smile. Seasons turn their pages in the cold, stories that our quiet rooms withhold. Copper clock ticking loud in the empty hall, shadows stretch long against the floral wall. I still brew 2 cups every afternoon, waiting for a ghost beneath the moon. Photographs curl gently in the frame, nobody remains to speak your name. Time keeps marching forward without grace, leaving every memory in its place. Copper clock ticking loud in the empty hall, shadows stretch long against the floral wall. I still brew 2 cups every afternoon, waiting for a ghost beneath the moon. the brick-paved lane. Old friend, you poured our coffee cold again. We watched the neighborhood grow thin and gray, while borrowed decades slowly slipped away. Now kitchen clocks tick backward on the wall, remembering the summers we survived the fall. You held my coat when winter bit too deep, and promised secrets we refused to keep. Your record player spins a cracked refrain. We traded ambitions for quiet pain. No heavy luggage left upon the floor, just two old shadows sitting by the door. Now kitchen clocks tick backward on the wall, remembering the summers we survived the fall. You held my coat when winter bit too deep, and promised secrets we refused to keep. Through every vanished April you remain, while youth and foolish certainty was drained. Old comrade, look how far the sun has bent, without a single dollar left unspent. Now kitchen clocks tick backward on the wall, remembering the summers we survived the fall. You held my coat when winter bit too deep, and promised secrets we refused to keep. The milk float turns the corner out of sight. Pour out another cup and lose the light. We made it through another silent night. Kitchen wall ticks loud, while you stare through the drizzle in a crowd. I used to hold your winter coat so tight, before we lost our footing in the night. I write these lines to you from far away, where autumn leaves turn brown and fade to gray. Forgive the boy who walked out in the rain. We left our better selves behind in pain. Remember how we shared that broken chair, and tangled up our fingers in our hair. The years have carved their trenches in my face, while running from the ghosts of our embrace. I write these lines to you from far away, where autumn leaves turn brown and fade to gray. Forgive the boy who walked out in the rain. We left our better selves behind in pain. keeps moving forward past the hour. We lost the warmth that made the garden flower. I hope you found the sunny porch you planned, with someone strong to hold your gentle hand. I write these lines to you from far away, where autumn leaves turn brown and fade to gray. Forgive the boy who walked out in the rain. We left our better selves behind in pain. 11 on the wall still keeps the time. I fold this page and leave behind the crime. Goodbye to what we were in 79. A sudden thought interrupts the quiet room, where autumn dust collects in patches on the floor. You packed your woolen sweaters in a cardboard box and walked away without a glance toward the door. Neon flickers on the wet boulevard outside. Passing headlights paint the ceiling green and red. I trace the phantom outline where you used to lie, counting every word that neither of us said. The hallway mirror holds a ghost of 73, when we shared a single overcoat in freezing rain. The copper kettle whistles on the metal stove, while distant sirens echo down the paved lane. Neon flickers on the wet boulevard outside. Passing headlights paint the ceiling green and red. I trace the phantom outline where you used to lie, counting every word that neither of us said. Years roll onward like a freight train in the dark, leaving rusted tracks across the fading years. I fold the letters tied with faded cotton string and wash away the silence with unshed tears. Neon flickers on the wet boulevard outside. Passing headlights paint the ceiling green and red. I trace the phantom outline where you used to lie, counting every word that neither of us said. Empty corners in the fading light, only shadows left to keep me warm. 17 steps into the freezing night. Two on the grandfather clock marks the hour we will meet. I am 80 years old, waiting slow by the quiet street. My grandchildren smile, wondering why I stare at the hall, expecting your knock when the shadows are growing tall. Someday I will hold your hand beneath the copper moon. We will finally laugh about our parting far too soon. People say the time erases every single trace. I kept 50 years of longing saved inside this place. Two on the grandfather clock as the winter wind blows cold. My fingers are frail and my stories are starting to fold. I polished the rings that you slipped on my finger back then, believing that fate has a method of starting again. Someday I will hold your hand beneath the copper moon. We will finally laugh about our parting far too soon. People say the time erases every single trace. I kept 50 years of longing saved inside this place. The doctors advise me to rest and to let go of youth. They never discover the weight of an absolute truth. I lived all my days in the ghost of your parting embrace, and death is just travel to find where you left your face. Someday I will hold your hand beneath the copper moon. We will finally laugh about our parting far too soon. People say the time erases every single trace. I kept 50 years of longing saved inside this place. Two on the clock face. I am coming home. Wait for me, my love. The weight of the chair tells me right where you sat. we talked about nothing and joked about that. Now the floorboards are quiet, the evening is long, and I still cannot fathom how things went so wrong. You packed up your bags when the maple leaves fell, leaving no note and no story to tell. I pour out a drink for the ghost of a friend, wondering why good things have to so sharply end. The pictures are down and the walls are quite bare. I noticed the draft blowing into my hair. Your favorite sweater is still on the hook, while I stare at the pages of one forgotten book. You packed up your bags when the maple leaves fell, leaving no note and no story to tell. I pour out a drink for the ghost of a friend, wondering why good things have to so sharply end. Years slip away like the sand through a hand, different directions, the life we have planned. I hope you found peace on the road that you chose, far from the whispers of old town repose. You packed up your bags when the maple leaves fell, leaving no note and no story to tell. I pour out a drink for the ghost of a friend, wondering why good things have to so sharply end. Just an empty chair, waiting right there. Gone into the The smell of roasted chestnuts fills the stair and carries back the days you used to share. The heavy coat you left behind is dry, while winter clouds obscure the fading sky. A rusted anchor dropped into the sand, I still can feel the contour of your hand. The highway miles divide what we became, and nobody around will speak your name. The photograph is tilting on the wall beside the calendar from early fall. The shadow of your absence fills the room as twilight gathers in the afternoon. A rusted anchor dropped into the sand, I still can feel the contour of your hand. The highway miles divide what we became, and nobody around will speak your name. The velvet curtain blocks the burning street, where strangers pass and casual lovers meet. I watch the shadows lengthen on the floor and close another unexpected door. A rusted anchor dropped into the sand. I still can feel the contour of your hand. The highway miles divide what we became, and nobody around will speak your name. An empty street below, the chestnut smoke is clear. I turn away from here. You said yesterday that copper pennies fall when a stranger knocks upon a painted wall. Teacups sitting crooked in the drying rack, seasons drifting outward, never turning back. 3 blocks down the avenue, the pavement turns to gray, while the milkman leaves a single bottle in your way. Dust motes dance inside a beam of autumn light, and the clock is ticking backward through the lonely night. Button on your cardigan is hanging by a thread. Unread newspapers are stacking by the unmade bed. Faded wallpapers peeling in the second room, swept away by silence and the afternoon. 3 blocks down the avenue, the pavement turns to gray, while the milkman leaves a single bottle in your way. Dust motes dance inside a beam of autumn light, and the clock is ticking backward through the lonely night. Shadows stretch across the hardwood floorboards now. We surrendered everything without a fight somehow. Years are slipping underneath the rusted iron gate, teaching every weary heart to learn to wait. 3 blocks down the avenue, the pavement turns to gray, while the milkman leaves a single bottle in your way. Dust motes dance inside a beam of autumn light, and the clock is ticking backward through the lonely night. Empty hallway lights turned off for the spring, waiting for a chime that never rings. Amber glow paints the vinyl booth tonight. Stranger, pour another glass of cheap red wine. Decades slip away like cards dealt in the dark. Sitting here, wondering where we crossed the mark. Neon signs flicker out against the window pane, counting every tear through the pouring lane. Years roll by like freight trains in the night, leaving me with memories and fading light. Smoke rings curl up toward the ceiling fan. Tell me, did you lose the woman or the man? Silver threads are showing where the youth once stayed, listening to promises that slowly frayed. Neon signs flicker out against the window pane, counting every tear through the pouring lane. Years roll by like freight trains in the night, leaving me with memories and fading light. Every clock keeps ticking past the midnight hour, tracing back the roots of a withered flower. Stranger across the table, nod your head to all the silent history unsaid. Neon signs flicker out against the window pane, counting every tear through the pouring lane. Years roll by like freight trains in the night, leaving me with memories and fading light. Amber glow fades away. Just another passing day. Stranger, walk into the gray. Why do clocks tick backward when nobody stays? Dust gathers thick on the phonograph keys. Coffee turns bitter inside of the cup, watching the papered walls slowly peel up. Stained linoleum whispers your clumsy stride. Empty armchair has nowhere to try and hide. Decades vanish like smoke from a dying grate, learning the cruel geometry of too late. Letters tied tight with a ribbon of faded blue. Rotary dial still waiting to ring for you. Cardigans hang in the wardrobe of quiet rooms, sweeping chair has nowhere to try and hide. Decades vanish like smoke from a dying grate, learning the cruel geometry of too late. Footsteps echo across the ceiling above, ghostly reminders of clumsy first love. Shadows lengthen and stretch across the floor, falling in silence behind the heavy door. Stained linoleum whispers your clumsy stride. Empty armchair has nowhere to try and hide. Decades vanish like smoke from a dying grate, learning the cruel geometry of too late. Cold tea in the sink, an empty parlor chair, years gone without a trace. The weight of the chair keeps my shoulders bent low to the nervous young dreamer of 10 years ago. You worried your hair while you stared at the glass, convinced that the bad days were never to pass. Read this confession before you decide. There is no place for your sorrow to hide. Keep walking forward, the winter is cold. You will survive every story you told. The tea gets quite bitter while staring outside. You cried in the hallway and no one replied. I wish I could whisper through plaster and wall that none of those clumsy mistakes were your fault. Read this confession before you decide. There is no place for your sorrow to hide. Keep walking forward, the winter is cold. You will survive every story you told. Some lessons arrive with a permanent stain, and nobody warns you about all the pain. So pour out the water and open the latch. Forgive every scar and forget every scratch. Read this confession before you decide. There is no place for your sorrow to hide. Keep walking forward, the winter is cold. You will survive every story you told. leave it behind. Prism light hits the linoleum floor, picturing the way you turn the key in the door. Decades will pass before my hair turns gray. I will remember how you looked that day. Sunday paper crumpled on the wooden ledge, living out our future at the kitchen's edge. Letters never mailed inside a bureau drawer, waiting for a knock that never hits the floor. Porcelain cups will gather dust with time, singing to myself an uncompleted rhyme. Pictures in a wallet curling at the seam, living in the middle of a waking dream. Sunday paper crumpled on the wooden ledge, living out our future at the kitchen's edge. Letters never mailed inside a bureau drawer, waiting for a knock that never hits the floor. A stranger on a train, how we built a castle out of falling rain, carrying your picture in an inside pocket, keeping all our secrets safe inside a locket. Sunday paper crumpled on the wooden ledge, living out our future at the kitchen's edge. Letters never mailed inside a bureau drawer, waiting for a knock that never hits the floor. Waiting for the bell. Waiting in the hall. Time forgets us all. You said yesterday that autumn comes too fast, watching maple leaves stick to the window glass. Your favorite coffee cup sits unwashed by the sink, fading photographs in shades of faded pink. Streets are wide where we used to run, now the shade swallows up the sun. Years slip by like a passing train, leaving trails of salt in the evening rain. Your old wool sweater hangs behind the cellar door, dust motes dancing across the polished pine floor. That chipped green teapot holds just enough for one, counting down hours until the daylight's done. Streets are wide where we used to run, now the shade swallows up the sun. Years slip by like a passing train, leaving trails of salt in the evening rain. Every corner holds a ghost of what we planned. Small routines slip away from my open hand. Time keeps ticking past the kitchen wall. Nothing left to catch us when we fall. Streets are wide where we used to run. Now the shade swallows up the sun. Years slip by like a passing train, leaving trails of salt in the evening rain. Empty chair by the wooden sill. Everything is quiet and still. Shadows lengthen on the floor. Turpentine lingers where your easel used to stand. Faded blue trousers drying on the balcony door. I turn the calendar to weeks I did not plan. Dust motes are dancing on the hardwood floor. Paper lanterns sway beneath the willow tree, singing every sad note meant for only me. Silver lollipops and subway tickets torn. We were certain love could weather any storm. Paper receipts flutter from the kitchen drawer. Pennies collected for a ferry boat ride. Footsteps no longer echo on the corridor. Quiet is heavy with the things we tried to hide. Paper lanterns sway beneath the willow tree, singing every sad note meant for only me. Silver lollipops and subway tickets torn. We were certain love could weather any storm. Porcelain cups sit empty on the windowsill. Seasons change their colors while the river stays still. Letters tied with ribbon waiting in the hall. Sometimes I wonder if you cared at all. Paper lanterns sway beneath the willow tree, singing every sad note meant for only me. Silver lollipops and subway tickets torn. We were certain love could weather any storm. Turpentine in the air, empty balcony stare. Nothing left to repair. brass rimmed dial declares the hour when silver frost will gather on the pane. We pictured wrinkles by the parlor stove and folding letters in the autumn rain. Decades will turn like pages in a book. I wonder how your stubborn laughter shook the dust from rafters in our rented hall when winter shadows lengthen on the wall. Your favorite mug will sit beside the fern, unused and heavy through the sleepy years. A photograph will fade upon the shelf, while time erases all our foolish fears. Decades will turn like pages in a book. I wonder how your stubborn laughter shook the dust from rafters in our rented hall when winter shadows lengthen on the wall. The ticking pendulum will keep its pace as silver threads replace the chestnut hair. I still will look across the empty room and half expect to find you sitting there. Decades will turn like pages in a book. I wonder how your stubborn laughter shook the dust from rafters in our rented hall when winter shadows lengthen on the wall. An empty chair, the quiet air, we met somewhere. A silver teaspoon rests beside the bowl where afternoon light starts to lose control. 10 years have vanished since you walked away and left me talking to the empty day. I wear the cardigan you bought in Maine while watching shadows stretch across the lane. My coffee cools without a hand to hold. Another autumn story growing old. The radio still plays that minor tune we used to hum beneath a crescent moon. A dust mote dances where your shadow fell inside this quiet, solitary cell. I wear the cardigan you bought in Maine while watching shadows stretch across the lane. My coffee cools without a hand to hold. Another autumn story growing old. Sometimes I catch your scent upon the stair and turn around to find nobody there. The habit lingers like a heavy stone of living life completely on my own. I wear the cardigan you bought in Maine while watching shadows stretch across the lane. My coffee cools without a hand to hold. Another autumn story growing old. An empty chair across the floor that you will not be stepping through, just turning pages meant for two. Bottles clink against the curb outside the pub. Old friend, you look tired, sitting in that booth. Decades passed since graduation and the club. Hard to find the laughter, now we speak the truth. We traded records for mortgage rates and lease, chasing shadows, trying to buy a piece of peace. Remember when we thought 30 was so far? Now we nurse our grief beneath a neon bar. Gray thread showing clearly, temples turning white. Children grown and gone away to different towns. Funny how we used to own the Friday night. Now we count the heartaches and the quiet sounds. We traded records for mortgage rates and lease, chasing shadows, trying to buy a piece of peace. Remember when we thought 30 was so far? Now we nurse our grief beneath a neon bar. Pour another glass and toast the roads untaken. Every promise broken, every vow forsaken. Neither of us won the race we ran so fast, drinking to the ghosts of our forgotten past. We traded records for mortgage rates and lease, chasing shadows, trying to buy a piece of peace. Remember when we thought 30 was so far? Now we nurse our grief beneath a neon bar. Drive safe on your way back home tonight. Watch the signal turn from red to green. See you down the road when time permits. where old piano lessons start to fall. He leaves his wool trench coat upon the chair and wonders how she vanished in thin air. Decades slip away beneath the rusted street lamp glow. He still walks the boulevard where they used to go. Time has left them stranded on a different shore. Now he turns the rusted latch to walk through the door. A photograph is resting by the glass of summers that they thought would never pass. He traces contours with a trembling thumb while waiting for the days that never come. Decades slip away beneath the rusted street lamp glow. He still walks the boulevard where they used to go. Time has left them stranded on a different shore. Now he turns the rusted latch to walk through the door. Footsteps echo softly in the quiet room, chasing shadows through the afternoon. Promises are fragile when the season turns, leaving behind the ember that still burns. Decades slip away beneath the rusted street lamp glow. He still walks the boulevard where they used to go. Time has left them stranded on a different shore. Now he turns the rusted latch to walk through the door. Dust settles on the floor. He doesn't wait anymore, locked behind a heavy door.